YouTube, what's going on? Your boy HeLLaBoRReD's here. Like the glasses? We just went ahead and picked up a brand new thing here. I wanted to try out how 50 cal paintball shot. I've been reading a lot about it, seeing a lot of YouTube videos about it, so I thought, what the fuck, man, let's go ahead and give it a shot, see what happens. So here we are. Just came in. See, this is me. Right here, I don't know how well you can see the box, but we got this at PunisherPB.com. A lot of great stuff here. I really only use Punishers and A&S gear when I buy my stuff off the internet. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to open this up. So this is going to be my, it's going to be a 50 cal Ego conversion kit. And it's going to be a Kingman Spider 50 cal hopper. There's a modification that has to get done to it from what I'm told, so we're going to do that together. Mike from TechPB showed us how to do this, but I'm going to actually do it. He showed us a couple little pictures. I'm going to go ahead and actually do it. So let's crack on into this. Oh, we started off in the right way. Alright. Alright, let's crack on into Punisher's delivery. Alright, so we have a crap load of stickers, which is always nice. These are all stickers, individual stickers. We have our pack and slip, PunishersPB.com. That's my buddy Roy sneezing on me. Alright. Total package for the two things came to, I can't really see it too well, but just over $200. It was $201 and 95 cents. So let's go ahead and crack on in and see what happens. Let's go ahead and close my knife. Last thing I need to do is slice my fingers open. There we go. We have our Kingman Rapid loader. That is small. Alright. Kingman Rapid. 50 cal paintball loader. Feed rate 20 balls a second. 350 ball capacity. Same hopper, the size of any, Halo or anything like that. 350 ball capacity. It's got the spring lid. This lid, from what I'm told, does accept most speed feeds and things like that. So I'm probably going to be putting either an exalt or maybe a spine on here. So let's go ahead and check out the Ego kit. There we go. There it is. Lighted Eclipse 50 cal conversion kit. Black barrel. So I'm probably going to put this on my E-Tech instead of my my Ego Blink. This is what we have. We have the feed gate, the feed neck. I'm sorry, right here. This is a spacer that goes inside the feed neck to allow the balls to transition properly. This sits inside the breech, and that is the new bolt right there. This little tiny little thing. Here's your barrel, like that. We'll do a side-by-side comparison in a little while. So this is going to be part one of the video. Part two is going to be installing it into the gun and showing you the modification that has to be done to this guy. The thing is, this the feed neck here is too small. It's too thin to sit inside the feed neck. Right? So the idea was take a $5 hopper, a little gravity feed, cut the bottom of it off, and wrap it around, and it fits perfectly. That's the story. That's what they're sticking to. So I'm going to go ahead and do it for you, and we'll figure it out from there. That's going to be part two of the video. Part three is we're going to take this down to ground assault and shoot it, and probably shoot it at me, because I really want to see how it feels to get hit with one of these things. So that's gonna be it for right now. And next up, we're going to go ahead and put it in for it. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and try and set this bad boy up for you, and see what this 50 cal kit's going to look like in the end. So what I've done so far is I've ripped the top of the plastic off of the hopper. I'll let you guys see where I'm at now. So what I'm doing right now is we're just cracking open the hopper here. You fell. we're just going to try and get this guy out. There we go. This little guy right here is our new spider hopper. Can't say that I've ever really bought anything from Kingman or Spider before, but at the moment this seems to be the 50 cal hopper between this and the one from GI Milsim, and this is the one that I happened upon. So we're going to go ahead and see what we can do. Try and install this into the gun. So let's see what we can do here. We're going to go ahead and crack into the 50 cal kit. Now, here's the story that I'm told. The Kingman hopper is storied to not fit into the feed neck of the new Ego. So we have to figure out something to do with that. The concept was brought up by Mike Phillips from Tech PB to take a beat-up hopper, just a beater hopper. What I have is a VL200 here, some just crappy thing I got at Sports Authority for $4, and saw off the bottom of this neck, which will then situate itself around this neck, allowing a nice, snug, tight fit. So that's what we're going to do. Mike Phillips went ahead and sawed it off with a hacksaw. I do not have a hacksaw. I'm not a plumber, so I don't have one. However, I do live in America, so I do have one of those. So I'm going to go ahead and try and saw that off, and we're going to see what happens. What's the worst that happens? I break a $5 hopper? Alright, let's do this. First, before I do that, you know what, let's go ahead and show that this actually does not fit. Here's the detents and all that stuff. You can see here. Here's your neck. Here's your hopper. You can see that, and this is as tight as it possibly can go. You can see that this will absolutely not sit stable in here. This looks like it's going to actually work really, really well. Before I even go ahead and do this, you'll actually notice that I can take, this is the VL right here, the little gravity hopper. I can actually take that and take the 50 cal neck and actually sit it right inside. So you can actually see that one will very nicely fit inside the other. It's a good idea by Mike to get this to fit nice and snug. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We're going to go ahead and saw off the bottom of this piece of crap and make this happen. We'll use this as my platform. This is the box that I got it in. Get some stuff out of the way. Okay. Alright, here goes nothing. Whoa, let's not do that. Alright. I'm going to say that that looks like it should be enough right about there. Alright, so now what we have is basically a collar made from 2 halves of the bottom of the feeder. So I'm now going to take my knife and kind of, I don't know, sand it down a little, file it down a little bit. Try and get it a little smoother. That's all. Nothing fancy. Alright, so what we now have is a view loader that is, well, just about as useless as it was before. Just a shorter neck. And a collar for our hopper. And what we're going to do with this right here is basically wrap that around our new Kingman. Now, according to rumor, this should make the Kingman sit nice and snug inside the feed neck. And judging by our little test before, that looks like it's a very strong possibility. So let's go ahead and take a look. And we're going to get this situated right around the neck. Looks like we did just enough. And that is going to work super nice. Look at this. Collar is around, leaves room right there. And we're going to go ahead and insert right into the collar. Oh, probably open the collar. And that is now on. And fairly snug. And we now have a way for that ball to get loaded perfectly smooth right into the hopper with no muss, no fuss, and no problems, hopefully no jamming or anything like that. All it really is just an insertion tube. The hole still same size, same spot. It's just a way to keep this nice and snug inside the hopper. So good idea by the Tech PB crew. So that's going to work just fine. So let's go ahead and set up the gun. Why don't we? So, let's go through the pieces, okay? We have our bolt, nice tiny little bolt. This is going to situate itself right in the breech, these little slots here for the eyes. This is going to be for the channel for the feed neck, and this is going to lock right into place on top of the breech, which is going to keep this from going anywhere. And then you have your barrel, which we'll throw together right now. It is super tiny. I knew that it was going to be smaller, obviously. I didn't realize how much smaller, so what I'm going to do is pull out my E-Tech barrel, and I'm just going to compare the two for you. So here's the barrel for my 50 cal. You can see that right there. And here's the barrel for my E-Tech 68 cal. I'll do a little side-by-side comparison. You can see it's quite a big difference. Got that right there? Cool. Alright. So, let's go ahead and put this bad boy together. Alright, so it's install time. So what we're going to do is we're going to do this right on my blink. Here she is right here. I've already gone ahead and taken the eye covers off both sides. And the clamping feed neck off. The bolt is out. You can see right through the gun. There. I've gone ahead and removed the pin from my bolt. I'm going to put that aside. And I've already put it inside the new bolt. This tiny little guy here. And we'll set that aside for just a minute. And the first thing we're going to do is install the new section of the breech, and that's this guy here. Alright, you have a small little hole here, those are for your eyes, and this long groove here is for your detents. Alright? And I'm going to try and film this the best I can, so we're going to do it like this. So I'm going to take the breech, and it goes in just this way, right into the gun like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to make sure we get it decently lined up, and slide her right on in, and back. And that is in. You can see that, you can still see right through the detents of the gun, so that means it's properly aligned. Alright. Next, you have to go ahead and drop in the collar. Collar looks like this, and this basically holds the breech in place and shrinks the size of the feed neck to make it 50 cal compatible. The reason I cannot do this on my E-Tech, which I just recently found out, the feed neck right here, this opening is, I don't know the measurement, but it is just a little bit bigger than the one that's inside my E-Tech. And I'm talking about, like, this thing just barely doesn't fit in there. That's the only thing that seems to be stopping me from converting my E-Tech to the 50 cal. You can convert the the E-Tech 3s, but not the 2s apparently. Looks like just because of this. Alright, so we're going to drop this in. There's a little, I don't know how well you can see that. Yeah, you can see it. This little notch over there. It has to be facing forward, otherwise you're going to get a little lump inside your breech, and that's not going to work out well. You're going to just chop every ball that you shoot. Let's get this in here. And it's going to go in just like that. And once again, you can see right down the breech, right through the gun. No bumps or anything. Next, you go ahead and drop your detents in. If you don't know what detents are, these are basically what hold the ball in place so the bolt can push it through and expel the air and shoot your ball. They go obviously on each side, just like that. Okay? Throwing our eye covers back on. Make sure your eyes are in the hole, otherwise they are useless. Alrighty. I'll put that collar back in. Oops, not like that, I'm not. Collar goes right back in. Now when you look down the breech, you can see the two detents inside the gun. Everything is perfectly aligned and ready to roll. You'll then take your bolt, which as you can see I already took the pin out and everything, and that just slides right in just as it normally would. And this gun is now shooting 50 cal paintballs. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to run over to the bed real fast. And we get the hopper. And you remember this. So what we're going to do is put this guy back down. I'm going to throw this onto the Ego. Hopefully I'm getting this. There we go. Return back the hopper. This gun is now officially 50 cal compatible. Hopper sits a little higher than I'm used to looking. I'm used to having my rotor, probably finish off about here. But this is going to shoot just fine. I already put the 9-volt battery inside. See right here. Alright, so this is what this bad boy is going to look like. I have my 6845 on there. Leads right up to my Kingman hopper, Kingman Rapid, on the Ego 10 blink. And just for posterity, I will sit the barrel on it, which I don't love. I don't love the fact that it's not the blink barrel, but I guess I can live with that. Beggars can't be choosers in this situation. So, what we have is black barrel onto the blink. That's what I'm working with right now. Next thing you're going to see us do is we're going to take it out to ground assault, probably in the back, and shoot the hell out of it. We're going to go grab some paint and have a good time. So I'll see you in a minute.